I'm Dr. KAYLA, and today we're diving into something that's been creating quite a buzz in the health community lately. We're talking about a simple, affordable vitamin that you can put right under your tongue, and it might just change the game when it comes to supporting healthy testosterone levels after you hit the big 5. Now, before we get into the specifics, I want you to grab a comfortable seat because what I'm about to share with you today is going to challenge some of what you might have heard about testosterone support. And trust me, by the end of this video, you're going to understand why the sublingual method, that's putting something under your tongue, is becoming the preferred choice for so many men who are serious about their vitality. Let me start with a story. Just last month, I had a patient come into my office. Let's call him Robert. Robert is 56 years old, works in construction, always been active, always been strong. But lately he told me he'd been feeling off. His energy was tanking by mid-afternoon. His workout recovery was taking longer, and he just didn't feel like himself anymore. His words, not mine. Sound familiar? Well, Robert's story is the story of millions of men over 50, and it all comes down to one crucial hormone, testosterone. Now, here's the thing about testosterone. After you turn 30, your testosterone levels naturally start declining by about 1 to 2% every single year. Do the math with me here. By the time you're 50, you could be looking at a 20 to 40% drop from your peak levels. That's significant. Life-changing significant. And this decline doesn't just affect your energy or your muscle mass. We're talking about your mood, your cognitive function, your bone density, your cardiovascular health, and yes, your intimate relationships too. But here's where it gets interesting. And this is what most people don't understand. The problem isn't always just about how much testosterone your body is producing. It's also about how well your body can actually use what it's producing. And this is where our star ingredient comes in. Let me introduce you to vitamin D3. Now I know what you're thinking. Vitamin D, that's the sunshine vitamin, right? What does that have to do with testosterone? Well, let me tell you, the connection is far more powerful than most people realize. And the research backing this up is absolutely fascinating. Vitamin D is not technically just a vitamin. It's actually a hormone precursor, which means your body uses it to make other hormones, including testosterone. Multiple studies have shown a direct correlation between vitamin D levels and testosterone levels in men. In fact, one landmark study published in the journal Hormone and Metabolic Research found that men who supplemented with 300 international units of vitamin D daily for 1 year saw their testosterone levels increase by approximately 25%. That's not a small bump. That's a significant, measurable, life-changing increase. But here's where the sublingual method comes into play. And this is crucial. When you take vitamin D orally, meaning you swallow a pill or capsule, it has to go through your entire digestive system. It gets broken down by stomach acid, processed by your liver, and only then does it enter your bloodstream. This process can take hours, and you lose a significant portion of that vitamin along the way. Studies suggest that oral absorption rates for vitamin D can be as low as 50% in some individuals, especially in those with digestive issues or as we age and our digestive efficiency decreases. Now, when you put vitamin D under your tongue, something remarkable happens. The mucous membranes under your tongue are incredibly thin and packed with blood vessels. When you place a sublingual vitamin D supplement under your tongue and let it dissolve, those active compounds are absorbed directly into your bloodstream, bypassing your digestive system entirely. This means faster absorption, higher bioavailability, and more of that precious vitamin actually making it to where it needs to go. We're talking about absorption rates up to 90% or higher, and you start seeing effects within 15 to 30 minutes rather than hours. Now let's talk about dosing for a moment, because this is where a lot of men get confused. The recommended daily allowance for vitamin D is 600 international units for most adults. But here's the problem. That recommendation was designed to prevent deficiency diseases like rickets, not to optimize hormone levels for testosterone support. Research suggests that most men over 50 need somewhere between 2,000 to 5,000 international units daily, depending on their current levels, sun exposure, body weight, and overall health status. And here's something else you need to know. If you're deficient in vitamin D, and statistically, about 42% of American adults are, you're not going to see optimal testosterone production no matter what else you do. But vitamin D doesn't work alone. And this is where we need to talk about the supporting cast of ingredients that can amplify its effects and create a comprehensive approach to testosterone support. Let's talk about zinc next. Zinc is absolutely critical for testosterone production. It's involved in the conversion of cholesterol into testosterone, and it also helps inhibit the enzyme aromatase, which converts testosterone into estrogen. Now here's the problem. Zinc deficiency is incredibly common, especially in older men. Studies have shown that zinc supplementation can increase testosterone levels significantly, particularly in men who are deficient. One study found that men with low testosterone who supplemented with 30 mg of zinc daily for 6 months saw their testosterone levels nearly double. That's powerful stuff. The sublingual delivery method for zinc is particularly interesting because zinc can be harsh on the stomach when taken orally, causing nausea in some people. But when you take it sublingually, you bypass the stomach entirely, reducing the risk of digestive discomfort while improving absorption. The ideal form for sublingual use is zinc, citrate or zinc gluconate. These forms dissolve well and are highly bioavailable. Now let's talk about magnesium, another often overlooked mineral that plays a crucial role in testosterone production. Magnesium is involved in more than 300 enzymatic reactions in your body, including several directly related to testosterone synthesis. Research has shown that magnesium supplementation can increase both free and total testosterone levels, especially in men who exercise regularly. One study found that athletes supplementing with magnesium saw a 24% increase in free testosterone after just 4 weeks. The sublingual form of magnesium, typically magnesium chloride, is absorbed exceptionally well through the oral mucosa. Because magnesium also supports sleep quality and testosterone production peaks during sleep, you're getting a double benefit here. Poor sleep is one of the fastest ways to tank testosterone levels. Now let's talk about something a bit more exotic: boron. It's a trace mineral that most people haven't even heard of. But the research on boron and testosterone is absolutely compelling. Studies show that supplementing with just 6 milliliters of boron daily can increase free testosterone levels by nearly 30% within just 1 week. Boron reduces the amount of testosterone bound to SHBG hormone-binding globulin, meaning more free testosterone circulates in your bloodstream, where it can actually do its job. Boron also reduces inflammation and supports healthy estrogen metabolism, maintaining the crucial balance between testosterone and estrogen. Next up, vitamin K2, specifically the MK7 form. Vitamin K2 directs calcium to your bones and teeth and away from arteries and soft tissues. But it also appears to stimulate testosterone production in Leydig cells of the testes. Animal studies show promising increases, and MK7 has a longer half-life, staying active longer in your system. Finally, let's talk about fenugreek extract, an herb used for thousands of years and now backed by modern science. Fenugreek contains compounds called furostenolic saponins that stimulate testosterone production and help free up bound testosterone. Clinical studies show men supplementing with fenugreek experience improvements in sexual function, energy, strength, and overall well-being, along with increased testosterone levels. When delivered sublingually, fenugreek's active compounds are absorbed quickly and effectively. The typical sublingual dose ranges from 300 to 600 ml of a standardized extract, and results can be noticed within a few weeks. Lastly, vitamin B6, particularly in its active form P5P, pyridoxal 5-phosphate, plays a key role in hormone regulation. It helps keep prolactin levels in check, important because elevated prolactin suppresses testosterone production. B6 also supports mood and mental health, both of which are closely linked to testosterone. Sublingual delivery of B6 ensures rapid absorption and immediate availability for the body's biochemical reactions,